Alrighty, we are live. Hopefully somebody comes. We'll see. And if this does make it on later, uh, basically thought I had meetings today. Turns out I didn't. So figured, hey, well, why not hop on? We're still at the weekend, still a good time to stream. So let's check her out. Hey, Dandelion Bard, thank you for the follow. Alright, looks like we have at least one user here in the stream. Who do we got? Who's present? Oh, hey, Elisa. This is the character that we made yesterday. Uh, I love the name. What are we? Uh, so we're playing currently a Sith Marauder. We're level 9. Uh, haven't quite gotten off of Korriban, but we're getting close. So, have you ever played Star Wars before? The Old Republic, I mean. Oh, nice, nice. Pretty much where we're at is we're in the tomb of Nagasato, uh, attempting to enter the reliquary. Um, and mainly it's because Darth Barris has decreed that this is where our final trial is, because we need to recover a special lightsaber. So, that's kind of where we are. And since we have at least one person here in the stream, we're gonna hop in. So yeah, the whole idea is I'm here to do the fighting and hit the buttons on the keyboard, but anybody watching gets to pick what's happening. You know, how we respond in conversation, and the like. We actually arrived, fun fact, at the current character look and name via hitting the random 10 times for the appearance and for the name. And we wound up with this, so it's rather interesting. And they had me roll a dice for the race. What's happening? Fun fact also, Elisa, if you haven't watched the last stream, I've never played through the Sith Marauder storyline. So... Okay. Unfortunately, the real lightsaber doesn't really help us, but... Not that button. That button. Gave us a mod, so maybe that'll make it better enough for us to use it. Yep, there we go.
You're good to go.
Nice. I do enjoy, the new storylines. And then, being that I am a subscriber right now, the plan is, if people are still interested as we continue, to even play through the expansions. Which means right now I have everything through Onslaught. So, that's the idea anyway. I've played all the way through for Sith Inquisitor. I'm almost done with a Bounty Hunter. I'm almost done... Actually, no, I'm not almost done with Bounty Hunter. I'm probably about halfway to 2/3 through. And then I've got a Trooper that is nearly done. So...
Do you require medical attention?
Pardon me. What are you? Oh.
Be well.
Gift. Suppose we better keep the gifts.
You're good to go.
Do you still play anymore, by the way, Elisa? Or not really? Dang, I went the wrong way.
All better.
Oh. Yeah. I have on, but wound up joining a guild on the Imperial side. Because honestly, my favorite class to play is the Sith Inquisitor, just because lightning. But I wound up hopping in with a guild, and they're all pretty active, so it's been a continued. Just kind of one day had this idea for this particular stream and figured, hey, why not? If I recall correctly, Twitch Plays Pokemon was super popular, and I'll admit that's kind of where I got the idea first, anyway. Oh shoot! I almost forgot. We leveled up. Kind of new. Oh, hey, we got speeder piloting now. It means we can use these. Oh, fair enough. I so um, it's been before I started up again. It had been years, I think, since I had played. So I started a fresh character. Um, to, get back into it and figure out what I was doing. I don't think I was ever a part of the group guild. So I'm assuming you're talking like the NDSU Gamers Guild folks. But yeah, I don't know. SWTOR is an off and on thing for me. Has been for since it started. But alright, so he's there. Okay. We're gonna quick travel because I am lazy. Lore object. Get that done. It's free. I don't have mail. Ah, from Fine. I failed you, friend. The Acolytes and I promised we'd eliminate Vemrin, but he's proved too strong. Poor Tino died instantly. I still hear his screams. Vemrin got to me. I only just woke from a coma, and the doctor said I won't talk for months. Lying here, I've learned to my own agony. I realize why you sent us after Vemrin. You knew he'd so make us. Tino was weak, but I survived. And though I may be crippled for now, my hate gives me strength. For that I thank you. Alright. Free med packs, which... Meh. Oh, that looks like a thing that goes down there. Yeah, I'm trying to make things as interesting as I can. Letting the cutscenes play out and stuff. And I don't know, I never really got into the Destiny fandom. I've heard it's a good game. I just I don't know, never really spent the money to. So
You! My father was a staunch traditionalist and he was a my blood. Did you think you could kill him and get away with it?
all right. So this is where you have to do work. Do we want to tell her we didn't care, or ask her if she's listening to rumors? What do you think? Oh, it's a good reason to play a game. A friend of mine bought me Valheim, which is why I've been
Who told you I killed
playing
your father?
that, and it's
Everybody
actually quite
says
good.
so. The whole place knows you. Now you have to die.
Did everybody tell her? Do we not think so, or threaten her? What do we think? Everybody.
Well, I'm wrong.
You'll rue the day you took his life. Attack!
Alright.
Nobody better mess with us now.
Well,
I am beside myself. Not only did you get the Twi'lek to cooperate, but you cast infant life Venran was not in my chamber as I did. I take it he sought to stop you and claim the ancient weapon as his own.
Uh, so that was part of last stream. Yes, he in fact did. Crap. Failed. We killed him. So we can answer. Yeah, the map honestly reminds me of movie Hellboy. That like sand assassin dude is kind of what it reminds me of. So, do we want to respond with to spare him worm food?
He did. Now his carcass feeds the tomb's beasts.
Bravo! I see you may indeed become one of the strongest Sith in the galaxy. These are over. You
Well,
are now missed.
So, I mean, really, it doesn't matter to me, like, trying to push there in any specific way. Um, Last stream, we had a bunch of bloodthirsty people. But if I mean, you're the one that tuned in right now, so if you want to, we're all good for that. And yeah, I do love the voice acting. So now what do we want him to command us? Do we want to rush to his service, or it's about? Rush.
I can hardly wait to master.
Because it will unleash you. This is only the beginning. With you as my right hand, we shall see the Emperor's ease. Convene with the Emperor and inform him of your progress. This shuttle pass will take you to Dromund Kos. Meet me at the Citadel.
Yes, Master. I'm glad to get off bands, or my regards to the Dark Lord.
As fond as I am of this unyielding planet, it will be a pleasure to leave.
You will find Dromund Kos to be considerably more stimulating. Take the Twi'lek slave as my gift. Do with her as you wish. If she'll be of use, by all means take her with you to Dromund Kos.
Alright. So we get that, and then, okay. Ooh, this will be interesting. So, we get the choice of customization. So, you can kind of see how she looks right now. There we go. Do we want that customization, which is number 3? No. Or do we not care? Classic blue? Alright, well, we have to pick one, so we'll just accept. And junk it. And hey, look at that. We'll keep the classic blue. And we got a nice... Oh, there we go. Now that I'm zoomed out. Oh, where's the Imperial fleet? Oh, over there. Okay. Helps when I go the right way, I guess. since we got a little bit of a way to go, sure, we'll use that one as our vehicle. By the way, how's the game volume for you? Port a shuttle to the Imperial fleet. That's where I'm going wrong. Good, good. Last night I may have burst some eardrums on accident with how loud it was in the beginning, because when you start a new character, you get that lovely title sequence which has loud booming music. So, oops. Yep, pretty much. It was. Oops. The best I can say.
Nobody better mess with us now.
Leaving Korriban. I don't even know if you can change their. Oh, you can a little bit. Well. I'll take her old boots, I guess. There. Now, she's got her slicing outfit on. So Vet was arrested trying to break into the tomb of Nagasato. And so at current, I believe, does she still have the shock collar on? I think she does. Yep, still got the shock collar on. So she's currently a slave on loan to us, as you saw with Darth Barris, because we needed her to get into the tomb of Nagasato. That's pretty much all we've gotten from her, really. So. Let's see. Opposite end of the fleet. Not opposite end, to the right. So yeah, if you haven't missed much as far as Vet's story. And we are arriving to Droman Kaz. think that guy
You're the
wants our
one,
attention.
yes. Not like the scabs that exited the shuttle with you. You radiate power, Lord. I bow before you. I serve Lord Barris. He sent me to meet his new apprentice, and I made sure I was here on time. I certainly did, yes indeed.
So are we thinking, what of it? Sending you is an insult, or I'm not giving you anything? No, not at all. Totally not suspicious.
So I'm met. Now what?
I'm just a slave who owes his every breath to the tolerance of Lord Barris. He said to introduce you to Dromond Cass, and I take that seriously.
Should he do his duty? It's the key to a long life, or better take me seriously?
Your breathing is now dependent on my tolerance as well.
Yes, my lord. I exist by your good grace. Lord Barris ordered me to encourage you to explore Cass City before reporting to him. Imperials maintain the order, but they won't bother you. When you're ready, Lord Barris will meet you in his personal chambers. You will tell Lord Barris I was good? Yes? That I served well?
Alright, was he acceptable? No, we're not, or go away. Alright, I'm guessing you mean you were acceptable, number yes? Or number one?
You did exactly what you were told.
You have my thanks, gentle Juggernaut. I bow my head until you depart.
Wow, you showed remarkable restraint with him.
You can kind of tell how the other party played it, given that line. Um, so we ready to go? Our restraint won't last, or don't act surprised.
Don't think it'll apply to you.
No, of course not. Why would I ever expect that?
Alright, well, we're off to Cass City. Or Cost City, I guess is how they say it.
Please, I have kids to feed.
Imperial law bends for no man.
So we are to travel to
Ready for
the city.
departure.
Galaxy.
Enjoy your stay.
We'll go to the entrance. Now our lightsaber's just a wee bit better.
Nobody better mess with us now.
Alright, apparently stepping into the entrance was good enough for the mission.
I'm a sick. You're good to go.
Destination?
Alrighty, we're off to Darth Barris's chambers. So, we just leveled up, so... In raid... Oh, did we not? Oh, it's a passive.
All better.
Alright. More things.
Wow, nice lights. Walk in here, you get an instant headache.
Apparently, Vet is not a fan.
Nobody better mess with us now.
Not a minute too soon. Your timing is impeccable.
Did it just get considerably colder?
I see you decided to keep the slave. I hope she amuses you. I trust you've been acquainting yourself with your new environs? Did my minion point you in the right direction?
Ooh. Alright. So do we want to say that he seemed nervous, he did his job well, or that he's a waste?
His pointer finger was a bit twitchy.
A byproduct of constantly fearing for his life, but it keeps him in line, doing the trivial tasks that need tending to. Your responsibilities will mandate contact with my various minions, meet my directives, and you may do as you will to anyone you encounter, adversary or ally.
Ooh. Are we good with that? We're gonna be discreet? Or is it murder spree?
You can trust that I'll use good judgment, Master.
I have painstakingly built a vast network of spies and operatives embedded throughout the Sith, Republic, and Jedi alike. I have fingers, eyes, and ears everywhere.
Ooh, do we want to know our role? Be incredulous about the fact that he's got spies in the Jedi, or that he spies on the Sith? Okay.
You've successfully infiltrated the Jedi Order.
Yes, my operatives are completely undetected, and I wish to keep it that way. I track our enemy, weakening and influencing them from within, waiting to strike. You're my enforcer, deployed to protect my interests, intimidate my rivals, and destroy my enemies. It's time for your tenure to begin. A military starship is touching down at the Car City cargo port, delivering a vitally important prisoner to me.
That's
We'll
a
meet
fair
Commander Langton
assessment.
at
Yeah,
docking bay
everyone does
12
have
and make sure he
six
and his
spies.
men successfully offload this prisoner.
Alright. Do we think it'll be a menial task? Is it going to be an honor? Or are there going to be entanglements? I like how that's I'm fairly certain number one seems like a fancy way of, am I going to get to fight? uh, 3.
This is beneath my talents. Commander Lanklin can't handle it himself.
Lanklin is competent, but that is moot. We must always assume that we are being plotted against, especially when the stakes are high. The importance of this prisoner cannot be overstated. Go to the cargo port now and stay sharp. You are dismissed.
Right? I feel like that would have been a good number one option too. Alright. Sorry, again with the yawning. My bad. Okay. So we're on a cast. That's not terribly far.
Ready for departure.
So I'll probably only be running for another half an hour. Um, more schedule changes. Got to get some stuff done today before
You're good to go.
I end the day. So just as an FYI. Dang it. I sometimes get a wee bit confused with this city layout and how there's this giant wall that prevents you from going certain places. And fair enough. Aw, I love seeing how far I can get in a speeder.
You're good to go.
All right, man, let's hurry up and get this hunk of carbonite to its owner.
Yeah, I agree, I hear
Captain
you.
Oblivious. Boo.
Oh, I didn't see you enter. Lord Barris didn't need to send a welcoming party.
Ooh, are we gonna reprimand him? Say that we're there to babysit, or more murder and mayhem options?
I'm here to make sure you do your job.
I hardly think that's necessary. My men and I have performed much more dangerous duties for Lord Barris. The prisoner is frozen in carbonite, so he's not a flight risk. And this is friendly territory. Surely we're safe here.
Ooh. Should he not think? Should he trust us, or just in general never leave your guard down?
Sith interests are complicated.
Yes, my lord. Whatever you say. Let's get this oversized block of ice to your master.
Dun dun dun.
Not so fast. My master ordered that block of ice. So step away from the Carbonite man and no one ends up in a grave.
Ooh. Is it not gonna happen? Who's this dude? Or is he not welcome here?
Your master is going to be disappointed.
Perhaps I didn't make myself plainly clear. I'm here to relieve you of your burden. Whether that includes your own lives as well is up to you.
Looky. If it ain't SWTOR, your master be wanting the froze man too, huh? Too bad for you. It mine.
Apparently we got a party going. I wonder how many more are gonna join the fray.
Too bad for both of you.
Ah, quite the popular trophy. The competition should be fierce.
If you not flee, you about to learn fierce, SWTOR.
I'm such a fool. I'll never doubt Lord Barris again. What do we do?
So, what do? We relaxing, talking, or killing? Pretty straightforward list of answers, I'd say.
Don't panic.
On their own, Tumar and his lackeys wouldn't be much of a fight.
You mouth always get you in trouble, SWTOR. It about to chew off more than it can bite.
Ooh. Does he all talk? Is it a challenge? We're gonna ask if he can back it up. Did you send another? Oh, there we go. Okay.
I'd like to see you prove it, Tumar.
Lost track of how many ones.
I prove it, Sith. Boys, first we beat SWTOR, then do job.
There it is then. A fight for the right to raid the landing party. Won't take but a moment, Instigator.
Okay.
Well done. While they fight, my men and I will deliver the prisoner to Lord Barris. Thank you for buying us time, my lord.
Apparently, apparently they're just all gonna kill each other and we're gonna walk out of there scot-free. Alright then. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I kind of had a feeling that if we selected the kill option, it would be, all right, you're fighting everyone now. Good luck. Oh,
All better.
There he is.
Lanklin informed me of the ambush at the cargo port. Apparently there are more eyes on us than even I thought. I have felt a disturbance in the Force. It leaves doom imprinted on my dreams. A grave and mysterious threat that
I'm
could
guessing
bring
that's
down
us.
my entire power base. This frozen man is a top Republic agent captured while investigating my most deeply embedded spy on SWTOR. One of my invisibles. The Force grants me a vision of doom. And immediately, my untraceable spy, who has left no footprints, no trail, is almost exposed. It makes me furious.
Alright, are we thinking that they're not related? Guess there was a trail, or that we need to stop wasting time.
It could be just a
Oh,
coincidence, Master.
I
It is
fat-fingered
not
that, I'm sorry.
coincidence. I can feel it. I must learn what tipped off the Republic agent. He is the key to uncovering the nature of this threat. Now, while I thaw the prisoner and painfully siphon every morsel of information I can from him, I have some concerns that require your special talents.
Are we ready? Do we want to observe his work? Or are we tired of waiting around?
I crave more action, so let's get on with it.
No
There, I didn't
rest for
fat
the
finger
wicked,
it.
I guess.
Go to the Imperial post in the jungles outside the city. Commander Pritch is stationed there. He has a seek and destroy task for you.
Ooh. We wanna go for the ranking? We want more info, or do we want to just head out?
What will I be seeking and destroying?
Do not needlessly tax me. Commander Pritch will supply all the details. I must tend to the torturing of this miserable Republic agent.
Someone must have woke up on the wrong side of the
I have
bed.
more for you to do once this is complete. You are dismissed.
We got a nice lightsaber. Oh. There we go. One second here. Okay. Sorry about that. Just had to get a message out. And let's see.
Please use all products.
Let's get rid of the junk. Let's sell that stuff and that. Repair all.
Be well.
And then also, because I don't like having a tiny inventory, expand it. Haha. Alright.
Ready for departure.
so we won't use a speeder this time.
Nobody better mess with us now.
We'll meander. And fight random things. You know, gotta get a level up a little bit. There we go. I find it hilarious when it, I don't know, I'm gonna say glitches, and you have your weapons out like you're still in combat, but you're not actually in combat. I feel like with any Force users, it just looks really cool because you're just running with your lightsabers. Oh. Yeah. Oh man. Actually, you know what? I could fix that if I really wanted to, I think. No, 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 no. Oh. No, no, no. Alright, I guess not. Oh, but I did get better pants. Where are we headed?
You're good to go.
Headed this way. So what's new with you? How are things? Also, I suppose we can stop and take a look at this. I know about the late Overseer Tremel. The Acolytes whisper of his death at the hands of Darth Baras, but it was you who dealt the killing blow. Well done. Overseer Tremel was not a true Sith, his bloodline muddied by the slave breeding. But now that his tainted blood hardens in cold veins, I will see that his replacement is not so impure. Heed your new master and continue to honor the true Sith. From Lord Oberon. That's really cool. About doing art stuff for people's D&D and Final Fantasy characters. Like, what? Damn it, I have to go back this way. I wish I had the artistic talent to do anything of the sort. Are you still working? And, you know what with the COVID and all? Yeah, time. But I think I put my time into other things, so.
Commander Pritch at your service, my lord.
Fair
Lord
enough.
Barris informed me you'd be paying us a visit. I'm prepared to offer full assistance.
Yeah, I'm working from home as well, and it's cool that you're making enough money for rent and stuff using your art. Like that's awesome. Actually, very awesome. As far as this guy, Mr. Pritch, uh, how do we want to respond to him?
Aren't you a good little soldier?
Lord Barris has always found me so, Lord. Permit me to update you on the situation here. There's been much unrest in these parts recently, my lord, capped off by a violent slave revolt that has the surrounding jungles overrun with armed slaves.
Ooh. Is he ill-equipped? Did the slaves break their bonds, or is it a trifling matter? Oh man, that felt good. Cracking my neck.
You can't deal with upstart slaves?
The slaves have been giving the forces sent to deal with them fits. I'm not part of that duty, my lord. What no one knows is that Lord Barris orchestrated the insurgents to disrupt one of his rivals, and he wants his involvement kept secret.
Ooh.
Now the slave captains who led the revolt are threatening to expose Barris's involvement unless they receive more potent weapons.
Ooh. So do we want more info? That they're getting greedy, or they leave us with no choice? Which seems to indicate, you know?
Slaves, they're never satisfied.
I'd just be happy if you took the stupid shock collar off.
Here you go. She's got the stupid So how are we gonna answer? Keep dreaming, perhaps, or are we gonna shock her? And no, you're right. It's not a very intuitive whisper. Two. Okay, just a
I'll take it
little
under
nice.
advisement.
I see you know how to handle slaves, my lord. You'd think they know better than to blackmail a Sith Lord. Lord Barris wants you to kill enough of the blackmailing slave captains to make the others lose their resolve.
Alright. Do they die? Do we need some coordinates? Or are we going to try to avoid dealing out death? Yep, gotta balance out a little bit.
Violence is not always the answer.
Well, I suppose. Many of these, in fact, some have been selling their fellow slaves to the black market. If their followers found out, they'd be furious. If I had proof that they're selling their own people back into slavery, I could blackmail the slave captains to stop blackmailing Lord Barris.
So we're gonna blackmail. There's the blackmail with more blackmail. So, do we want to ask about proof? Do we want to think that that's hopeful, or is it not worth it?
What kind of proof?
I bet they keep records of their transactions. If you rifle the slave captain's footlockers and find proof, I'll do what I can to use it against them.
Ooh, alright. That's a promising lead, I guess. Do we want to know where their camp is? A more definitive action? And, excuse me, or does that sound like a plan?
Just tell me where to look.
The slave captains have their home base around the unfinished Colossus. I'll await
That's
any
the
proof we
first
salvage from
good
the slave
points
captain's
I've
belongings.
gotten. I think. No, it might be the
You're
second.
good to go.
Yeah, that's the second amount of good points we've gotten. Alright. Well, I think here's probably a good place to end before we hop into all the fighting and whatnot that's going to lie behind or beyond. So, appreciate you coming in to watch. I think it's more we're choosing not to kill that's light side as opposed to blackmail, but you have a very valid point. But, alright, with that, I think we will go ahead and end our stream for the day. Thanks for coming, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see where this crazy ride goes next. And I'll try and keep everybody posted via Facebook. So.